If I were a woman, I'd marry it.
And I'd jeopardize our friendship by nailing your hot wife.
Hello, I'm David Bowie.
What the? My wife for the Homo Superior.
I'm sorry. I become the proud papa. I love my job.
Bah! When Dr. Z harasses you, you'll know it. A giant metal crab would tear the roof off of your trailer. No less than 6 suicide assassins would spring from its belly. I would never stoop to striking at you through some civilian proxy.
Say it.
You look like the mayor of Candyland.
Otherhead likes to clean my genitals with his mouth. I know it sounds weird. I let him do it because it feels great. Oh, yeah. The problem is I can taste it. So, I taste my own genitals.
I fought an 8-year-old, and the only reason I won is because he tripped into a spike. I had my eyes closed the whole time, till I heard an 8-year-old dying on a spike.
I'm trapped in a sewer with a confessed arsonist, Brock. Help me!
Listen to those lyrics, man. It's all about love and longing. Yes, and hobbits too, but...
Triad, be unseen!
Was something supposed to happen? Are we invisible now, or something?
No, I meant that we should hide, just like behind something.
Well, do not be alarmed. We are about to engage the nozzle. Please do not move while the nozzle is engaging. Moving will disrupt calibration of the nozzle. Please wait while we calibrate the nozzle. Please do not look away from the nozzle. The nozzle is now calibrating. The nozzle is still calibrating. The nozzle has completed calibration. Thank you.
Oh, Hank, what is wrong with you?
Right? It smells like a Bible story in here.
Did my grandpa teach you to crap?
We should get Brock.
Don't be having a heart attack! I am overweight, over 50, and I am speed boy, drink darts and pure adrenaline!
Hank, no! It's suicide!
Then I'll see you in heck.
Thank goodness. Hank's going to save us all. SPF 5000 should do the trick.
Because I'm about to have a fun time eating sunshine on a stick!
I don't think you understand. We're with Brock. I'm Dr.
Ventriloquist. Dr. Ventriloquist. Work with me.
Happened!
That is sacrilege!
Yeah, it used to be a church.
No, who cares? It used to be the best club in the city. Now it's a damn mall. That's sacrilege. Okay, plan B. We're going to CBGB. The effect lasts about an hour. The subject will have a heightened sense of awe and religious visions.
Logo on the stock.
Look, Jack, we really need more testing. The mice are on fire! I am so sick of killing mice!
I swear you... Oh, my pants are on fire. Dean, my pants are on fire! Oh, no, dude, stop wailing on my junk! Throw water on it!
No way! That's what started this!
Well, then take it easy. Just dab. Dab it. Dab.
Can't believe it's hard to kill these two.
See why he's your best friend. I mean,
He's not my best friend. I just work with him.
you can live with him and do everything with him. That's best friends.
Maybe. Yeah, but I always thought of Rusty as my best friend.
What? You know what, White? You are a star fucker.
What? Ow!
What my partner is doing is making the sound of a hungry paper beaver pup. If you had paper beavers, they'd be here by now, and you'd smell their lactations. They have a pungent, syrupy breast milk.
What the were you thinking? What kind of up planet are you from? Where you think showing up as my dead father is supposed to make me feel any better?
Okay, take it easy.
You prick!
Look, I just saved your entire planet.
Prick!
All right, fine. You want to see? Here. There. That would have been better if I showed up like that out of nowhere. Look at you. You practically crapped your pants. Except him, he crapped his pants.
Boom, boom.
We know what we're doing up there, okay?
We'll do everything amazing by blowing my inheritance.
Dude, what the dilly?
Did it work? What happened?
Honest Abe's a mo, that's what happened.
Sorry. Oh, it came over me.
One more time. This stupid thing is on repeat. I don't know what's up with that. What's up, everybody? I'm Lorenzo, and this is the Wednesday Indie Comics live stream. All the skips and mistakes, no extra charge, and it's brought to you every week by the Alternative City Shop. The Alternative City Shop is where you'll find comic books, t-shirts, and some one-of-a-kind artwork by yours truly. There are indie and superhero mystery boxes filled with comics from my collection. There are also pins and pocket mirrors made from images cut from superhero comic books. There is no YouTube sponsorships or Patreon for this show. So if you want to show your support, this is how you do it. There you go. And what we have is new shirts and new books and soon to be new custom one-of-a-kind covers of mainstream comic books. But you can check it out at the Alternative City Shop, the link down below. All right, so sorry for the different sound today. So for some reason, my equipment decides to go out and I need some kind of a system update. And you don't discover that until actual showtime. So what are you going to do? I have no microphone. My usual setup is not happening, but I apologize for the old school sound. We're going to go for with whatever we got here. So it is what it is. Yeah, just that's what it is. It's to make the live stream magic happen. Yes, so hope you enjoy the magic. What's up, everybody? This is the lovely Janet. Thank you for letting everybody know about that, folks. I appreciate that. Oh, Phil, God bless you, Phil. Yes, good to see you again as well. And that's all we got in the chat right now. So that's all we got. We're just gonna go forward with it. Something I was going to mention too, that with all the rigmarole going on before showtime, I forgot what I was going to talk about. But one thing was the fact that YouTube is going to just lean into the whole like AI thing now. That's just kind of disturbing, actually. This is forgive all the ads and all that crap. This is on Dextereo, but Dexerto, or whatever the hell it is. Says YouTube CES says more AI moderation is coming despite creator backlash. Yay. All right, so what that means is that they're going to let AI just run the joint. They're going to just step back and fire people and let them, just do whatever. YouTube CEO Neil Mohan says the platform is pushing ahead with expanded AI moderation tools, even as creators continue to report wrongful bans and mass takedowns to automated systems. So basically, people are being like knocked off unfairly and in error. Mohan said AI will open the doors for a new class of creators who previously lacked technical skills or equipment. He argued tech will revive YouTube's early era of enthusiastic amateurs while helping the platform surface stronger content overall. But the biggest shift is happening behind the scenes. Oh, okay. So long story short, what this says is that they like this. They like the fact that more people who have zero to offer and just want to like have a YouTube channel that makes money are going to be able to do that. So, we have the option to not watch that or not. So I know what the hell. I mean, the only person that's going to benefit from that is YT itself, because that means that they don't care about the AI slop that's being generated by all these people that are creating all this content. They just want stuff filling up their airwaves so they can sell advertising to those same videos. That's the only thing they care about. They don't care about the quality of the videos or anything like that. So just thought I'd drop that as food for thought for you. I hope that brightens up your day. But anywho, enough of that. And I wonder, if they really think about what AI is doing to the platform and the the number of like garbage videos you have to step over before you find some quality video, before you find your channels that you sub to. I mean, I'm looking for people that I've subbed to for, since I've been doing this YouTube thing, and I can't find them because all the crap they're trying to shove down my throat that I don't want to watch. I know. I mean, until something else happens, and I guess Twitch is still a thing in a way. What the hell? 12 hours without. I should. Yeah. And it's. I'm glad that we finally broke down and paid the ransom to have ad-free YouTube, because that made it so much more bearable. I mean, it was pretty much unwatchable. The content was unwatchable, especially short form content where it's like a 5-minute video and it's got like 3 ad breaks in it. What the hell wants that? I mean, so it worked. You're welcome, but that's not enough. They're going to go to the AI anyway. So it will just, like Janet says, we'll party as long as we can, and we'll just go back to MySpace or something afterwards, or just set up smoke signals or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So that's out of the way. I had something else planned too, but that involves what we saw on the preview, which YT's AI did not catch this time, but maybe next time, was from the Venture Brothers. That's like some of the best of the Venture Brothers. And here is the Venture Brothers Season 1 DVD. I have Season 1 and Season 2. I think there are about maybe 5 seasons available. I'm not quite sure, but a lot of them, 4 or 5, great stuff. I would say, if I could make something as great as the Venture Brothers, I would consider my life complete. I think that's one of the best things that's ever come out of animation on, I think it's Cartoon Network. They're not. I don't think they're the same as Adult Swim, but they are the same. Okay, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim. What do I know? Okay, heard some bad things about how the Adult Swim kind of like screwed over creators like the Aqua Teen and Hunger Force. One of the guys that started that has kind of gotten kind of shafted. One of his partners got a pretty good deal, but he got pushed out, and he's like doing like Uber delivery now or something like that. And he's got a YouTube, and some other creators talked about it, and you can probably find his channel if you want to check him out. Hey, what's up, Damien? Good to see you, my friend. I mean, just send you a text. We need to chat about something. I'll talk about that after this show with you. Good to see you around. Hope it's not raining too much down there in Oregon. It's raining like crazy up here. We got flood watches going on. So you're getting like a bad signal. I know Janet's stream was getting all kind of like, blips and stuff in it. It's probably because of our weather. So sorry about that once again. Shit happens, and it usually happens right before you go online. So there you go. What are you going to do? All right, so done with that. On with the stuff I picked up this week. This week, one of the best weeks ever. My twice monthly shipment from mycomicshop.com only had 3 books. 3 books. Count them. 3. Got them right here. This is the smallest order ever, and I like the way this is like 2 months ago. I stopped buying Marvel and DC, stopped pre-ordering it online, especially. And this is what happens. I get down to 3 books twice a month. I might go down to once a month shipments now. I mean, this is not even worth a shipment for this few books. I just do once a month shipping and save even more money. One of those books is Arcadia that came out a couple weeks ago. This is from the Miranda brothers. This is one of their latest effort. Oh man, you hear that wind out there? It's pretty crazy. This one is called. I only bought this one. I thought it was. I didn't really think it was a Tyler Christopher cover. It kind of looks like his style. This is Kendra from Antarctic Press. Kind of has that look. It's total cover by, and I love the color blue, so color me a sucker. It's only $3 as a pre-order, so totally worth it. Last one is from Distillery. This is Galactic, #1. It was out a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, I should say. We had a conversation, a story about with Frank and I about the future of Distillery. a little concerned about it. I mean, I don't see them coming out as regularly as they did originally. I remember the first thing that I really liked by them, and well, Somner, I think was a good one. That was one with Tula Lotay and an all-female creative cast. That was good. I think it was Somner or something somnambular. It was something to that effect. And the other one was White Boat. But I really couldn't pick out any other titles that we just like, whoa, that was amazing. That was great. And I love the idea of Distillery. I love that all those very talented creators got together and made their own thing. But I don't know if they're going to survive because it's such a hellishly tough landscape out there for publishers and things like that. I know, man. I mean, if you're one of those people that don't buy a ton of books and you're looking for it to come out, on a regular schedule, then that's going to really mess them up as far as that goes. But I got so many books that I'm behind on. Some doesn't come out for a while. I'll just miss it because I'm busy catching up on other stuff. So, but that's it from my comic shop, and I was so happy about it. All right, now from the local shop, only got a chance to go to Danger Room today because it was another busy day and did not foresee the technical difficulties coming up either. Got 6 books. 6, yeah. One is Darkness. This is the cover B, I want to say, from David Mack. If you remember the Darkness by Silvestri. Silvestri does this. One of the top guys at Image. He's drawing this. David Mack does the cover. It's a pretty cool cover, very much in the David Mack style. I hope it's a little different. I've thumbed through it a little bit, and we were talking about how the old Darkness was like very TNA. It's a pretty cover. Yeah, this one's a pretty cover. The old series was very much in the style of the 90s comics. Women, high heels and ass out and stuff like that. We'll see how this one turns out. I mean, allegedly this character is already in the new Witchblade series too, which is also from Image. See how that goes. Minor Arcana number 12. Love this. Have been loving this for a long time. This is a great series. Somebody's horn blowing out there. See, with the other setup, you'll be able to hear all that outside noise. But what are you going to do? Love the Sanso Sisters. Number 10 is out. We talked about this. This is the final book on last week's countdown. I'm going to reread the whole series because it's such an awesome series from Greg and Fake and the people at Floating World Comics. Also from Oni Comics is Crownsville number 2, about the abandoned, haunted, insane asylum. True story. That Rodney Barnes is just spinning so beautifully. Looks a lot like Rodney Barnes here too. This cat on the right here. Yes. The wind. Yes, you saw the wind beneath my wings. Thank you so much. Ordained has been a long time coming, and now it's here finally. Ordained is about the priest who gives last rites to this gangster. The gangster has a miraculous recovery after he confessed all of his sins to the priest, puts a hit on the priest, and hilarity, and it just follows after that. In the style of John Wick, it says. Hopefully as good. It's very high bar. Very high bar, I have to say. And this last one is last week's penultimate book, Our Soot-Stained Heart. And people that were looking for this were really excited about the art from Stephen Morian. And looking through it, just thumbing through it, it looks really great too. I'm not a fan of Christmas books at all. I just think that they're just there to fill space, and very seldom do you find a good story. But this looks good. This looks really good. Different kind of take on the whole, I think, Santa and Christmas and coal, lumps of coal and all that stuff. We'll see. This is probably headed for a what's good, I'll say. Speaking of what's good, since we're already moving along at a record clip here, I think I want to get to the what's good segment right now. So I've never done it without the microphone and all that stuff. So please, bro. Oh, Felix. Please please me. Please please me. Oh, yeah. Hey. All right. So first thing is some books that are ongoing into what's good. That one, of course, is SIKTC, or as some call it, SIKTIC. I guess everyone calls it that except me. SIKTIC, I guess, will work. Number 45. Number 45. This is once more continuing the look back into. I think Jessica is Erica's mentor. I think that's her name, if I remember correctly. Who had the drinking problem and eventually died. And we're telling the story of that. So we actually have never seen what happened to her. So now we get to see what happened and how Jessica either dies or how Erica is involved in all that. This is always a good book. The dialogue here where Jessica is in the bar. It's kind of like coming on to the bartender to get a bottle of whiskey for the road. Meanwhile, they got monsters to kill, and Erica's like, what are you doing? You dress like a hooker, and it's like 10 below zero out there. And she's like being the adult in the room. This is really good. This is one thing about SIKTIC is that it makes it's kind of like the poster child for wait for the trade, because every issue gives you goodness, but also it leaves you wanting more. You want to say, oh, but is that it? That's it for this issue? And it's the same with this. And you feel like if you get to read like at least 5 in a row, or however many they put into a trade for these, you'd be enjoying it a lot more, and you wouldn't be left with that sense of wanting. All right, the next one. This is probably my favorite thing that I've read this week. And this was from, I guess maybe some of the shops may have had it, but I didn't see it there. I probably would have had to pre-order it through them. But I got it from my comic shop. And it's a one-shot from Image by Nick Dragotta and David Brothers. This is some of the, Dragotta was not really on my radar before Absolute Batman at all. That's only because I guess I just don't get around as much as some other people do. Hey, what's up, Mojo? Mojo, what's happening? All right. But this is some stuff that they did called Good Devils. This is a one-shot, and this is basically a compilation of a lot of their work they did. One thing was called Good Devils. One was called, I think, Go Back, which is a serial that Dragotta did. And the other thing, what was it called? It is called Fight Like Hell. So it's like 3 little, not little, but 3 separate stories inside of here. And the first one is Good Devils. And this goes way back. I think in their careers to a certain point, and it shows the original art pages in here. You can see Dragotta's artwork in there. As far as at the top, you can see the notations as to the name of the project and the signature of the artist at the bottom, or the name of the artist at the bottom. And this is as is. The other work was actually printed, I should say, conceived and drawn digitally. The other one would be Fight Like Hell, and this is actually pretty good too. This is they all feature this woman on the cover here who's a pretty badass fighter, right? And this is in this one right here. This guy in their world is like one of the biggest boxers and one of the biggest contenders, and he just knocking the hell out of people. And you can see Dragota's manga style art, which he brought to Absolute Batman, which is probably one of the things that a lot of people who don't like it have a problem with. I was really slow to warm up to manga style stuff myself. I'm still not a manga reader. I'm not gonna lie. I got a couple of books of a couple of issues of this book called Monster, which is one of the main. It's like Cowboy Bebop for manga, and it's something a must read. I haven't finished those yet, but I'm warming up to the style. I'm realizing that also this is most likely the future. You know, I hate to break it to a lot of you folks, but this is what's going to be happening. This style, and definitely manga, is not going away. It's only going to get more prevalent. And as the mainstream stuff slowly starts to fade away, but then anywho, you can see that style in here and how Dragota is so good at that. I think he wrote and drew this too. Brothers, I think Brothers maybe have written it because they kind of like mix their credits on here. And it's just like, has a scene where the dude is knocked out of his shoes, out of his flip-flops, the official shoe of the man. The official uniform of the man is flip-flops, khaki shorts, and a t-shirt. And this guy just, he gets hit so hard by this boxer, this hero of Dragota's, that he actually gets knocked. He's killed and sent to heaven. So it's just like, and then he gets to heaven and he wants to fight Samson. So that's a really great sequence when that happens too. The other story is called what is it called again? I just mentioned it. Go Back and get it in parentheses. And Go Back follows this kid who he's just a pickpocket. And he does some dumb shit. He picks a cop's pocket. The cop follows him out of the bar where he fleeced him from, and they get into it. The cop is shot. He thinks that he's killed the cop. He goes on a run. The news is saying that this kid killed a cop, is on video and all this jazz. And it's just so beautifully done. You could tell it was a sequential story that was like maybe a continued. And I think it was in, they say it may have been in New Bern, in several issues of New Bern. I probably dropped New Bern before I got to this. I don't remember reading this at all. But the style, the narrative style where he has, like on the right there, where the title goes through the page and you read the title. I know it's a commonly used form of narrative style, but it looks so cool the way he does it, and with the zipper tone and all that stuff. So there's 3 good stories in here, and I think there's a thing at the back where they talk about the history and where all this stuff came from. I did not realize that Dragota also did Ghost Cage, which I read number 1 of that, but I don't remember much about it, other than I did like the art, and I don't know if I liked the story that much. I didn't finish it up. And yeah, so yeah, if you can find this, it's a $5.99 book. It's totally worth it. I think it is. Especially if you're a fan of Dragota's art. Is Good Devils from Image. I've just been sitting around for like weeks. It came in like a couple of orders ago, and I said I'll get that eventually. It happens a lot. I don't know if you guys do that too, but sometimes you have stuff laying around. It's on. I'll get to it. It's on the reading list, and when you read it, you find like, oh, I wish I read this sooner. So yeah, check this out. This is amazing. Open-toed Crocs. Yeah, I like Crocs, but I'm not a big fan of open-toed shoes. I always feel like I'm going to lose. What if I have to run? I'm going to lose my shoes. You know, I have this thing. When you wear Crocs to the leg. So I get the ladies. Yeah, that's right, Phil. Just get all that overflow. That's right. Yes, yes. All right, next thing. The ongoing is Deluge from Cullen Bunn and Marika Cresta. We talked about this. I even saw Thomas Thomas Nichols talking about on his channel, how he's into the deluge thing too. Awesome book. Awesome book. This is about these women in a women's prison. I believe it's in Florida. Yeah. If it's not in Florida, it seems very Florida-ish. Well, a hurricane is coming, and they're trying to evacuate all the women out. And of course, being a prisoner, being a prison, the authorities don't give a damn about the prisoners or, quite frankly, the staff. So what's happening is these women and their guards are being left behind, all the prison staff. And there's did I mention the sea monster? The sudden sea monster as the prison starts to flood. There's that. So a lot of stuff going on in here. And this one shit just starts to just get crazy. And Bun sometimes gets off to a really great start and just kind of fails after that. But then sometimes he touches on greatness. That's why I keep buying his books. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff in here. This is sea monster or some sort of sea monster. No explanation yet, but hey, just go with it, right? Just go with it. Stay with me. It's going to be a good story. Trust me. And just the panic that's going on in the series. It's been a very fast-moving, easy read. I like that. Good artwork. All that stuff that use this medium to its best advantage. Oh, man, we got left here. Oh, just two more. Just two more. All right, this one is Briar, Night's Terror. This is the first book in the last Briar series. Briar Rose is effectively Sleeping Beauty, and Sleeping Beauty who got the short end of the stick. She didn't get kissed by her prince. Her prince turned out to be gay and not very interested in waking her up. And she ended up sleeping for like, hundreds more years and aging and all that jazz. And she ended up being kissed by this woman who is like, she's one of the what they call the people from the north. They have blue skin and pointed ears. And her friend is named Spider. And her and Spider had got off to a rough start, even though Spider kissed her to wake her up. Briar wasn't that crazy about like, hey, where's my prince? You're not going to do. But as time goes on, they go through all kinds of trials and tribulations, and they become a lot closer. And this is a very good series so far. And this last one here starts off with the Briar Rose still trying to find her wicked stepmother, Grindred, and she's convinced her crew, which pretty much consists of just Spider now and one other witch, to go ahead and find this wicked stepmother who lies across this evil land, and has a very bad way to get in, which is that bridge you see there on the left. They got to cross that, and then it gets tough, and then you get into what they call the traps, and the traps ain't no joke. So they decided, like, well, do we really want to go to get Grinch? I mean, it's pretty good in this town we're living in right now. I mean, life is good, and it's okay. And all of a sudden, Spider's people come from the north. They didn't give no mercy to Spider. They look at her as like a traitor. And they say, well, the decision has been made. We're going to cross that icy bridge and head for the trap, because that's a chance we might make it, but we're going to be certainly killed by these people from the north if you stay here. So they head across the bridge, and you might figure bad things happen. They hit the traps. One or two of the only one of her I think her of Spider's associates that knew her made it across the bridge, and a good number of the other people the people from the north made it across too. So they're chasing them into Grindred's lair, into Grindred's kingdom. So this is for the final showdown with the wicked stepmother, and she just found out the wicked stepmother is in fact her mother, and there's a whole convoluted story going on there. I don't want to spoil too much of it, so get the first few issues of this as you can. There's some trades of at least for the first series if you're interested in it. Yeah, Christopher Cantwell is doing a great job on this, and also he's the books to be dropped. That's not a bad idea, because you could probably read them all in one sitting. if you wait for them all to come out, because they move along so well, and it's I don't want to. I'll probably spoil already about this. I wish I hadn't spoiled the sea monster, because I did not see the sea monster coming. I thought this was gonna be like another prison, comic book. Shit goes down, and all of a sudden, sea monster. But it's still a good read, even with that. That spoiler. Cantwell kill male CS. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome. Because a lot of people were giving him shit, I guess for work he had done, like for Marvel or maybe for DC before. Like, oh, Christopher Cantwell can't write. He's written a very, very good series here with this. What's up, Sorge? Good to see you. All right. Last book of this evening, or whenever you are watching. Shout out to the folks who are watching on the replay. Appreciate you. Is called Criminal. This is an ongoing, I guess we say series, but this one is a one-shot because there's going to be a criminal TV show coming up soon. I think it's a TV show, not a movie. So this is out to kind of hype that. And that is by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. And this is a true pulp story. I mean, it's so pulpy, printed on newsprint, using detective slang and stuff like that. Couldn't get more pulpy than that. All right, so basically, there's this guy, this fucking guy. He has this really perfect crook name too. His name is Ricky Lawless. Of course, I love these names. Ricky Lawless is just a ne'er-do-well career criminal. He's given this assignment. He owes some people a bunch of money, so he's got to go ahead and rob this big high roller who's staying at a luxury hotel. Piece of cake, right? Piece of cake, Ricky. So Ricky, being the fuck up that he is, all I got to do is break into his hotel room. So he gets a valet outfit, a busboy outfit. Somehow gets into the hotel, finds a key, one of those master keys, finds the key to the room that the big roller is staying in. All I got to do is go in here now and wait till he comes from the tables, rob his ass, take his money, tie him up, bada boom, bada bing, pay my debt. I'm out of here, right? Okay. So Ricky brings a little cocaine. Brings a little cocaine to occupy his time because, I wait a long time, right? Got to stay alert. Don't want to fall asleep. So Ricky snorts his cocaine. Then, damn, it wasn't cocaine. It was actually heroin. I got my cocaine and my heroin mixed up. It could happen to anybody. So now he's like fighting, he's nodding and fighting, trying not to fucking pass out because that's the complete opposite effect. And it's just like, okay, he's just such a fuck up. So now he's like, okay, well, I got to order. Okay, I'll just order some room service food. So that way, it'll keep me alert and awake. And he orders room service on the guy's dime from his room. He eats the food. He gets sick. He throws up. He passes out. This shit goes south, as you might imagine. And this is just it's kind of like the way The Wire would just show the point of view of not just the police, but also from the standpoint of the point of view of the guys on the corner slinging drugs. They would show the standpoint from the point of view from the lawyers and everyone's point of view, and not everyone is a good guy. The lawyers and the cops are not necessarily what you would call like angels. They have good and bad, aspects to their personalities, which is just like real life. There's shades of gray to a lot of people. Very few people are pure, either pure evil or pure good, but many of them lean way to one side, but that's another story. But this is what Criminal does, and I see what you mean about that, Damien. I totally enjoyed it too. And this is my introduction. I was a Criminal virgin before this. So I had not read anything by under this title. I've read Brubaker stuff before, like Kill or Be Killed, for instance, and what's the other one? Fatale. Love Fatale. I read the first arc of that, the first 5 issues of that one. So I'm familiar with their writing style. Love their writing style. Love the art and all that. But man, this is a good introduction to that. If you have not read Criminal before, Criminal is very good. It's I think a $5.99 book. A $5.99. Yeah, and it's totally worth it. And that, I guess, is the what's good for right now. So thank you and good night. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on, shall we? The next part of our show, which will be, let me get rid of this thing here. Bear with me. Put up next week's comics. This probably won't take long either. I've targeted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books for next week. Among them is your penultimate book. Bam. Okay. The first indie book on next week's countdown, it's going to be Exquisite Corpses. It comes in pretty high. Exquisite Corpses number 8. Bada boom, bada bing. All right. I gotta tell you, I think I'm a little behind on this. I've got to catch up on this as I am with so many other books. As the dust settles and the bodies are counted, a brutal new playing field is revealed. A killer shows their true face, and a survivor takes their first life. Eisner-nominated writer Pornsak Pinshote, the good Asian, and accomplished artist Adam Gorham from Hellhunters rejoined James Tynion IV and Michael Walsh to ratchet up the tension on the most talked about horror epic of the year. Probably not lying about that. All right, what's his cover B from Adam Gorman, excuse me. Wait, is that a picture of the, oh, okay. I thought it was someone took a picture of the cover, but it's actually the cover is a image of a photo. It looks kind of trippy. Okay. Cool. Jorge Fornes, the stealth version. That's cool. Stealthy. Real stealthy. Man, geez, he's 1 in 25. Aaron Campbell. Yeesh. I thought they killed this guy already. The skin dude. His power is to be disgusting. All right. Oh, here's a good one. Black Saber Comics Virgin variant. Black Saber is a store, I suppose. Didn't say, or is Black Saber the creator? I don't know. This is the Fox with the see-through top. Fox always gets a good cover. The Leap's Lair, Beyond Baron's Recluse, Virgin variant. Are you not entertained? Nice. Beyond Baron's is one of his finest covers, I think. I like this a lot. And then there's the 1 in 50 Danny variant. Very cool. This is kind of in the mode of Frank Miller a bit, I think. A little Frank Miller-ish, a little Sin City-ish. And that's pretty much it. And then there's the crazy looking rabbit. Trolls Comics, Scoot Starnes Rascal Randy variant. Oh, you're a rascal, you. That's Rascal Randy. That's what a fucking rabbit is. Didn't remember. Okay. Awesome. Well, I'll be getting that for sure. For a while, I was getting the variants that have the cards in them, but I kind of fell off of that one. All right. Where are we now? Oops. I closed the wrong window. I think I may have. Did I ever show that? Did I never show those covers? Huh. I may have not showed those covers. If I didn't, I apologize. Trust me, they looked awesome. All right. Sometimes I forget about that. Anywho, next book we're going to look at is going to be the Power Fantasy. And the Power Fantasy. Oh, I'm sorry. Not the Power. I skipped over one. Exquisite Corpses, then World Tree. World Tree. Yeah, that's what's happening. So, 9 books. 9 books indeed. World Tree is still good and still going on. And it's irregular. So irregular should get X-Lax or something. Back in the now, Ellison and the last standing members of the World Tree crew scrambled to hack the clock and stop Angel from rebooting the internet and unleashing the end of the world. It's always about the end of the world. The end game? San Francisco. Every path pings back to the source. Every path leads to the undernet. The undernet is a horrible place where our girl World Tree is what's her name again? Fear with the funny spelling. There's a Daniel Acuna variant. It's a 1 in 10. Nathan Fox, 125. Not a lot of great covers with this. You only show so many. This is Nathan Fox. Nathan Fox. A lot of nudity. I think she's being nude less now. I think it was not saying something. Sequential art. Sveta Shibina. She was made a name for herself. She didn't have one already, but she really skyrocketed when she started doing those. She did that Foxy variant for Pinup-Ocalypse. Say that 3 times real fast. This is very different. You can see her style though. She's got that. That style. But nice if that had been a Virgin cover, but I'm being picky. Still a nice cover. Okay. Moving along. Back to this one here. Sir, 80s guy, it don't start till you get here, man. Whenever you get here, it's fine. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Cheers. All right. Oh, wow. Can't wait to hear about that. Charlotte's Web. Now we move on down from World Tree to the Power Fantasy. Yeah, Power Fantasy. Where are we? All right. Not much to talk about with this one, at least not from the description, at least, but I can tell you more. This book really has gone to hell. And what I'm seeing also in down here in the chat is that they're looking at maybe ending this book at number 16, which is kind of sad because this is a really well done book. The art, the story is amazing. The concept is amazing. From Kieran Gillen, Casper Weingart does the interiors. About these superheroes with just extinction level powers. They're just like a handful or 6 or 7 of them. And the way that they pretty much run the world. This is amazing. I think Gillen had an idea of going either 16 or to like I think 32. So he had like another arc in mind, but it looks like it looks like the sales aren't great enough to maybe make it to past 16. So if he's afraid that if they get to 16 and he makes this big to do about what happens in number 16, then it won't be enough, I guess, ratings, sales in place of ratings when it comes to comics to make it to justify going up to 32. And that would be unfortunate, but that's kind of the way it is in the indie comic business. It's unfortunate. This cover is amazing too. I think this is Casper. Casper does the cover too. Yeah. Maybe pronounce it Caspar. I'm not sure, but either way, great series here. It'd be a shame for it to go away, but if it does go away, then bright side, at least I'll be able to catch up on it. That's really looking for the bright side. Next online is one of your favorites and mine. And only partially being sarcastic is Mark Spears. Mark Spears Monsters. Everything Dead and Dying. I read the first issue of that. That was good too. The zombies that this one guy didn't get the zombie virus. He's the only survivor, and he's trying to take care of his family who are already zombies, and he still loves them. You might want to check that out if that's your thing. The Sacrificers. Not sure when that's going to end. Not sure when that's going to end, but it's still going strong. Looks like I think this may be the last arc, or maybe kind of like some books do. They take a sabbatical or something like that. Ghost Pepper is good. Ghost Pepper is Ludo Lulabi. I think it's the way that the name is pronounced. That's his cover right there. But on the way to where I was headed, which is to I think it's the Intergalactic Black Panther. I'm so glad I'm not reading Marvel. It's Mark Spears. Mark Spears Monsters number 8. And this looks like it has a blind bag. As the final chapter of All That Remains draws to a close on this record-breaking ongoing series, a shocking twist emerges that will make you question everything you thought you knew. As a dramatic cliffhanger unfolds and all the monsters unite, who will live and who will die. Special note on cover A, for this holiday season, we are offering Dirty Krampus blind bags, randomly packed with one of 75 possible variants, many of them incredibly rare, and some of them incredibly common. I got a bunch of those. Only $5.99 though, so you got to give them, not charging a ton. It's a decent price. You don't have to buy the blind bag. I think you can just buy the cover, an A cover, or maybe you can't. Why am I actually considering buying these blind bags? Someone talked me out of it right now. It's 18th. Because you shouldn't be talked out of it. Yeah, this guy's like, I'm going to go broke buying all these blind bags. I'll get them cheaper on Magnus comic whatnot page. Oh, okay, I guess there's some whatnot seller. God, I just can't do whatnot, man. I mean, even as a seller, I just don't have the stomach for it. I mean, it's just something that this younger generation likes more than I do. I mean, like eBay is brutal enough. I mean, whatnot, the pressure of bidding sounds like not a good time for me. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't like that. If you like that, you're making money off of it, God bless. Spears blind bags, yes. What's that, Damien? Spears makes so much on blind bags. Must be, because he makes their blind bags at Keen Spot are set up nice. Unlike a lot of blind bags, the Keen Spot blind bags, well, especially the Mark Spears blind bags, are my favorite. Probably the first issue of Battle Beast probably actually my favorite, but the Keen Spot blind bags for Battle Beast are definitely a number 2. I don't mean number 2 in a bad way, but it's a great runner up. And I think it's going to get a lot because the bags are reasonably priced. Number one, under $10, like $5.99. You might get one of these nice covers here, or you might just get your money's worth. You might just get a good cover, or if you're an artist, you get a blank cover. You can see all the different ones. There's the 1 in 250. I've got a number one of this book. I think it's one in. I think it's it only made 2,000 copies. It's only one of the few that I kept. And it's a Dracula cover. It's gonna hang on to that one. Glow in the Dark variant. That's 1 in 500. When does he have time to make all these covers? And of course, the Headless Horseman, 1 in 1,000. There's probably a bunch more. Oh, I like this one here. The Alien variant. Could just be a common book. Doesn't say any incentive numbers. Any more interesting ones here? The Dungeons and Dragons, of folks that recognize that style. And then there's Creature from the Black Lagoon. Not great. What's a good one here? The Frankenstein's always a good one. I like the Frankenstein variant. But I have the one I'm working on now. I'm coloring is a Frankenstein cover of the Monster and the Wolf. It's gonna go on the Alternative City shop once I finish it. Got a Dracula number 1 by James Tiny, and then I'm working on. I'm almost done with 2. Mark Spears Krampus, Naughty List A number 1. The Naughty List. This will probably be a popular one. I'll bet, possibly, maybe. You can never tell though. The Bride one is a very popular one. I wish I had kept that one a little bit longer for number 1. And another good. This is good. Krampus. And we'll do another one for the hell of it, which is the Naughty List E. Okay. He comes up with some characters, I'll tell you. The man comes up with some characters. He sent me some, I think next time, probably next week, I'll probably get they said they should be coming to the mailbox today, but I didn't see them arrive. He did a Halloween set of cards that I bought a 1-pack. One pack was like $30 or something like that. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you, brother. Have a great evening. Especially Janet. Yes, she deserves it. God bless her. All right. Coming on down the list. Next one is going to be Die Loaded number 2. And that one is, what's Harley Quinn doing Elvira now? Must be a DC Dynamite crossover thing. Okay, Die Loaded number 2. Funny thing, this week's penultimate book does not, of course, have a trailer, but I was able to find a trailer for this one. What's up, Jimmy? Jenny? Jenny, how are you doing? Green Frankenstein, maybe my day crap. I'm glad. You're welcome. And what I was saying was that I do have a trailer, very short trailer, that gives you some idea of what's going on with Die. And here it is.
An emerald god hunts for a role-playing game. In 1991, it took a group of children to get back named. By 2019, they were middle-aged and broken. It took them again. One came back dead. Who's going to die next?
All right. Well, and I just read the Image First version of Die, the original series, just to get some background on what kind of a thing is going on here. It's very much in the D&D kind of a world, a role-playing game world. So if you're into that, you would probably like it a lot more. I was able to follow the story based on that first issue, and the characters, well, they established the characters and all that stuff, and they put them in the world. Actually, they go into the world of the board game, and each one of them gets a die, one die each, and these dies are some kind of a thing. They're just specifically made for each one they're just specifically made for each one of the characters, and apparently some people don't come back. It's a pretty cool cover from Justine Franny, cover B. But I don't know if I will read that whole series. I've already bought the first issue of the second series, so I'll read that and see if I like it. I probably missed a lot from the first series, but if I like this first issue of the second series, maybe I'll finish this up. So this is coming up next week, number 2 of Die Loaded number 2. Number 2 of Die Loaded number 2, not being redundant at all. All right. As we proceed down the list, the next book, this deserves a shout out here. Sam and Twitch still going. Sam and Twitch Case Files, I should say, number 20. That's a good book. That's a good book, and it's $3.99. It was an introductory price of $2.99. It's up $3.99 now, which is a going rate for most books. So not bad. Still not bad. Kaya up to number 32. Dick Tracy up to 14. It's good to see these books surviving, even if I'm not reading them still, you know. Cul de Sac, which I am reading. Take my coal in a sack. Cul-de-sac number 5. I got the first 4 issues of this one, read the first one, got to catch up on the rest of them. Did like it a lot because I signed up for the series. Brace yourself for all-out war as New York Times bestselling writer Mike Carey and modern comic phenomena Jonathan Weishak, can't argue with it, go for the jugular in this heart-stopping finale to their modern horror masterpiece. It all ends here. After a road trip from hell, Gail and her friends have finally made it to uncertain Texas, real place, only to discover Ptolemy and his elite brigade of vampire hunters beat them to the punch, and they've got the one vampire who holds the answers to their mysterious heritage under lock and key. But neither side has time to settle the score. Jagger's back, and this time she's not alone, with an army of vampires at her back and orders from the Thale, I should say, the Thale, to take no prisoners. She's finally ready to put an end to the necroti. It's a fight to the death, and the kids will have to unleash their lethal new powers if they're going to make it out alive. These are the vampire kids who just discovered that they were vampires, and it's not going well for them. Tony Fleeks has got a cursed mirror variant for number 2. What does that mean, mirror variant? Mirror variant? Maybe it's got a shiny surface or something? This is Tony Fleeks. All right, Tony Fleeks. How's it signed AMF 25? Is that where he signs his books? Not sure. Kind of cool, though. And the other one is a 1 in 20 Gem of Food cover. Gem of Food. Definitely a style. Definitely he's got his own thing. Huh. Very cool. All right. So that is a book that's going to be coming to an end very soon. Next week, in fact. So there you go. And what we have come to is, in record time, one might even say, is the time for our penultimate book. So sound check problems aside, it's time for the book. And here we go. And now it's that time. That time has arrived for this week's penultimate book, which, as I already warned you, has no trailer, but it seems like it is a good book nonetheless. And the name of that book is called Wrestle Heist. And this is from the creator, Kyle Starks, writer and artist. And Vladimir Popov is doing the color work for this book, which seems like a whole lot of fun. A former pro wrestler who has a brush with death thanks to a crooked promoter assembles a crew of fellow wrestlers he's screwed over to rob him blind during the biggest wrestling event of the year. From the outrageous, action-packed mind of multi-Eisner nominee Kyle Starks, done Peacemaker, Tries Hard, and Sex Castle, among other great things too. I Hate This Place. The list goes on and on. With eye-popping colors by Vladimir Popov, Where Monsters Lie. It's one of the books that Kyle did also, and Fearscape. Comes a no-holds-barred heist caper packed with body slams and backstabs. And this is anything like, or anywhere as close to as good as, I should say, as the 6 sidekicks of Trigger Keaton, then this is going to be amazing. And which means it's probably going to be overlooked as well, because so many, that book was totally overlooked. That's an underrated book by any means. Anybody who read that book would probably agree with that. Only a couple of covers here, which is fine. One is a plain old what do you call it cover. Kyle Starks does a young blood team up. Did I order this one? You smell what the Bad Rock is cooking. Oh my God. I hope I did order this. And if I didn't, I'm going to go looking for it. Who was a better tag team partner, Die Hard or Shaft? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was never a big wrestling. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it the way a lot of people do. I've become more of a wrestling fan now as I've gotten older, because I understand. I always knew that, I got that it was scripted and all that. I never called it fake because people die in the ring. It's not fake. It's just scripted. Those guys work hard and they have short lives because of what they do in the ring. And I appreciate them a lot more now. I'm more amused by it now than I was when I was younger. And I appreciate they don't call it, it's just what do you call it? Entertainment, scripted entertainment or action entertainment. There's just some term for it. It's not really a sport, even though it's very strenuous. But there's a name for it that slips my mind at the moment. Jesse Lonergan is a 1 in 10 here, which is just like a giant. I don't know what that hole you would call this guy in right here, but it looks like it's not good. It's like a chiropractor from hell. Oh gosh almighty. What's up, Larry Love? Larry Love with the Tea Time movie and Quiet Storm, my friend. How are you doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On my way home. Yes. Safe travels, my friend. Thank you for stopping in and shouting us out. Good to see you. Having some black tea right now. This is stuff called Montana Gold mixed with Assam. So it's 2 different teas here. The Assam has got the caffeine. The Montana Gold has got the flavor. Oh boy, let's eat. All right, so that is it for folks for the penultimate book. And I recommend this because if you're into wrestling, if you're into Kyle Starks, which is, who was that? Our guy, Daniel Warren Johnson, did that series, Do a Powerbomb a few years ago. That was pretty fucking amazing. It was one of the best books of the year. I was a little late reading it, so didn't make my best book of the year list that year. But since then, I've since read it, and the wrestling books are amazing. It can be done. A lot can be done with that genre. Another one was what was it? The Squared Circle or something like that. It was I can't remember the name. It's another wrestling book. But anyway, this is a wrestling book, and it's your penultimate book. It's Wrestle Heist, and that is the penultimate book for this week. Thank you. Okay, let's go check out the final book for this evening. And that final book for this evening is going to be, where is it? Finally! It is going to be, wait for it. What else on the way here? We can see Adventures of Bloom. Don't know anything about that. Survive looks pretty good. It's ongoing from Bad Idea as well. Not a short series, I should say, 5-issue series. No Place, number 2. That was good. That was actually by Tim Seeley and Stefano Simone. And that I love Stefano Simone's style. It's got this really quirky style. And this is a kind of a play on these imaginary places that actually exist, like Neverland and Oz. And it's just pretty cool, actually. The last one I want to see here, Liquidator. Liquidator number 2 is coming out. Liquidators are like time cops, sort of. Time enforcers, more or less. Take it to a whole different level. Slasher Royale number 1 looks like it's a very cool cover. Don't know how good it's going to be, but it looks like it might be cool. And the last one, what are you going to take a look at here? The New Space Age number 1 from Mad Cat. That's really way down on the list. That's not what I want to take a look at, but there was a lot of previews of this book in a lot of Mad Cave's issues. And honestly, it didn't superly impress me. It was okay for what I read of it, but yeah, well, to each their own. The last one is Aggie. Aggie is from AWA, and it is another in that series of the Protopias, I want to say. The Aggregated Human Experience Database. That's what Aggie stands for, actually. And this is the futuristic from the Protopias collection. There have been several of these. They're all one-shots. They're all number 1s. The first one I did read. I thought it was good. There were some people that said they used AI art in it, and that was kind of a turn-off. I don't know if Mark Russell is down with that, or if he was aware of that, or whatever. But nonetheless, it was still a decent, well-written book. This one, however, is called Aggie, and Aggie, or the Aggregated Human Experience Database, is an experimental technology that has come to dominate life in the near future. The ubiquitous technology allows one to live life through someone else's eyes. For most, that means a celebrity, an influencer, or an athlete. But when Aggie's AI achieves sentience, it randomly matches its users with people that progress has left behind, showing them the world through new eyes. Will this lead to widespread rejection of popular tech? We wish. Or awaken something new in society and people leading companies who shape our lives. I don't know if that subject matter will interest enough people to set out $6.99 for this book, but it's a high-minded, aspirational subject to go for. This person says, I've loved a lot of AWA stuff. I have also loved a lot of Mark Russell stuff. Therefore, I will be picking up this book. I love how they just work that as an equation. A plus B equals C. Therefore, so it's a very a very analytical person working on this right here. God bless. It's only one cover because this, as Travis would say, that's all you need. And there you go. There's Mark Russell. Mark Russell he's all over the place. He's done this thing called Vanishing Point. That's kind of an anthology. It had this Jetson-esque kind of a story that I loved a few months ago. And he did something just a couple, I think last week, that I really liked a lot too, which kind of slips my mind now. I also know what Travis means when he says, like, I read this book, I really liked it. I can't really tell you much about it, but I read it like 2 weeks ago. This is the problem that we have as we age, folks. If you don't have it already, all I can tell you is keep on living. Just coming your way to a theater near you. All right, so That's it. That's it. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks for bearing with the weekly technical difficulty that I seem to have here. Couldn't get the update for my Roadcaster, which wasn't making any sound, and that's why I'm not using the microphone and anything like that now. But anyway, that's not your problem. That's not why you tuned in. Thank you for tuning in, however, and thank you for all the folks watching on the replay. As I mentioned before, we love you all. So that's it. I mean, hey, have a safe and happy week. Next week, see, we got how many more before Christmas? This is being the 10th or the 17th. Two more. Oh, the next one there's two more, and one is actually Christmas Eve. So I'm probably going to be doing a show on Christmas Eve because, what else I got to do, I got to go around and drop off presents for people or anything. So I'll probably be doing one on Christmas Eve and on New Year's Eve. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Maybe I'll have like some kind of a celebration that night. We can all just drink the whole night or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. As I mentioned before, and God willing, and the creek don't rise, we'll be back again together to do this thing again. And until that time, folks, take care of yourself. Read your comic books. Take care of each other. Peace and love. Peace and love. Good night.
We love you, Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.